got a massive USL championship game tonight in Cary, North Carolina, WakeMed Soccer Park. North Carolina FC 10-4-7, Indy 11-4-4. Both teams sitting in third place. Both teams want to stay right there in the top four. As we take a look at the updated USL championship standings, you see exactly what I'm talking about. Indy 11 and North Carolina FC, both at 37. North Carolina FC has been so good at home. They want to continue it here tonight. And hello, everybody. I'm Dean Linke, along with my college and MLS Cup champion, Jason Gary. And Jason, the standings tell the entire story.
They do. These teams are just poised and ready for a good run into the playoffs. You get the feeling it's kind of a playoff-type matchup. Both of these teams are experienced. They're ready to go. It should be a great test here tonight to see who, a little testing here at the end of the season, who can make a big statement.
It's also the return, sort of, former Carolina Railhawks head coach Martin Rennie. But he got a red card, so he won't be on the bench.
He sure will, but he's got a good stand-in. Juan Guerra's got a lot of experience in this league. He's going to take the head coaching responsibilities here tonight. And so this Indy 11 team is to be well set up. Martin Rennie, plenty of experience here in North Carolina.
A lot of weapons. Matt Watson will start, another former player from this club. But Tyler Pasher, he scores goals.
He sure does. He's our leading goal scorer. He's very dynamic. He can hold the ball up. He can get in behind. See some tricks there in the warm-up, but this guy can score goals. North Carolina FC has to be aware of where he is at all times.
For North Carolina FC, Jason Gary, there'll be no Miller time. Stephen Miller is out, but Donovan Owolo also had a brace in his last game.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own. His hold-up play has been excellent. He's scoring goals. That's what you want from your center forward. He's been dynamic, getting in behind the back line. This is a great finish from him right here. Just a little spin, no chance for the goalkeeper. Puts that one behind it. Look at this, Dean. Little spin, swivel of the hips, no chance for the goalkeeper.
Little wonder strike, and he would add to it.
He sure would. Great near post run, little tap in there. The service from Stephen Miller. Donovan Owolo, they're going to need him to continue to score goals as they run in this playoff push.
Showing a lot of heart. Donovan Owolo is. The entire team is. For this man, what a stud. Dave Sarachan, what a job he's done as the top man for North Carolina FC. A lot on the line. We'll have the lineups and the kickoff when we return for North Carolina FC and Indy 11.
Disaster can strike at any moment. But fortunately, Strategic Systems has got your back. If your data has been compromised, disaster recovery services from Strategic Systems will have you up and running in no time. Your data is critical. Protect it.
Continental tires are built for the road, connecting you to all of life's adventures. Whether you drive to live or live to drive, Continental tires deliver the performance you need to tackle those adventures with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
A month from now, you'll be a little older. A year from now, you'll be a little wiser. Will you be stronger? Your best is not behind you. Look forward.
Back on the road. Back in the saddle. Back to the land. Back in the game. Back in the swing of things. Back in the groove. WakeMed Orthopedics, the exceptional care you need to get back your life.
Pretty pumped up for this one. Why not? We told you the story, the standings as well. Both teams with 37 points, both teams ready to go. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First for the home team, Jason Gary. As you take a look at North Carolina FC, there's a new name in there replacing Stephen Miller, who's injured.
There sure is, Dean. Manny Perez, big name. in the soccer world, signed with Celtic. He's going to have a good game tonight, but getting back into the lineup, getting a good run out. But this team is loaded from top to bottom, from the back from Alex Tambakis all the way up to Donovan Iwolo.
Nazmi Abadawi, his best game of the season, the last game as well. Indy 11, they got a big old payroll. They got a lot of nice players on this team. They got some superstars out there.
Yeah, what strikes me is the experience across the team right now. Patty Barrett in the back, and Ayose, this guy scored a ton of goals, a ton of assists for the New York Cosmos. He is a game changer. And then up top, Tyler Pasher, we talked about him in the open. He can score the goals, but a very experienced team. Like you said, big payroll. Should be a great game here tonight, Dean.
We say hello to the great fans of Indy 11. What a job they've done since day one, getting behind their team. And as we told you off the open, always nice to have Martin Rennie back. Talked to Martin earlier in the week. He really was crushed about getting a red card. He's only got one other red card, according to him.
In his preseason games?
In his career,
like
yes.
Come on.
He's a little bit heartbroken, right? Because he enjoyed his time here.
Absolutely. Great coach.
Yep.
Absolutely great coach.
He did change up the lineup a little bit as they've been going with a 3-4-3. It comes out, he said 4-5-2, but I got to tell you, as I look out there right now, it's looking more like that 3-4-3 they've been playing. We'll keep an eye on it.
They're lined up like that, Dean. We'll see how it goes as this game develops a little bit. But, man, I was excited for this one. Experienced players, both teams. And what strikes me, too, is Indy 11 has been so stingy defensively. They're one of the best teams in the league defensively. It'll be tough for see if North Carolina FC can get on the board tonight. Put some pressure on that back line to Evan Newton in the goal.
DJ Taylor. Victor Igbekoy gets the start again at center back alongside Sam Brotherton. Alex Kamsia has been cleared, and he will be ready to go as well. As I'll tell you what, everybody's starting to get healthy at the right time for Dave Sarakin and North Carolina FC.
You're getting into this situation where the last third of the season, the run-in towards the playoffs, playoff positioning, all becomes important. You get the feeling, though, that both these teams, I see Matt Watson out there, such an experienced player, such a great player, played many years here in North Carolina. He's talking right now to Nazmi Abadawi and chasing him down a bit. And he knows what to do out there on the soccer field.
Yeah, he's been coming on mostly as a sub, so to see him not only get the start but wear the captain's armband, I think a nice tip of the hat from Martin Rennie. As Martin, again, not coaching this game, but he did tell me that he was hoping that little change would also throw Dave Sarakin off, so a little bit of gamesmanship, understandably. And there's Juan Guerra, who will be the man in charge, why Martin Rennie serves the red card.
Guerra has so much experience in this league for multiple teams, and I'm sure he's excited for his chance here to take the reins. But Martin Rennie, obviously his fingerprints are all over this lineup, and a good challenge here tonight for North Carolina FC. Good ball there.
Watson will play it back to Harrington. We'll see what Indy 11 can do, building out of the back. Indy 11 in all white, North Carolina FC in their familiar home blues. Indy 11 does have those 2 games in hand, which are huge, but you get 3 here and you won't forget it. And keep in mind, you think about the success of Tampa and even New York Red Bulls, North Carolina FC has played all the top teams really well.
Yeah, they sure have, and you see early on in this game, we're only a few minutes in, but game being played mostly in the midfield, just testing each other out. This player over here, Nabil Hackshaw, man, he is a physical presence in that left back spot. He stands out on the field.
Pushing forward, Pasher's got so much pace, drop there, and Victor Igbekoy gets to it before Iozi, and we knocked out of bounds. I mean, there were times when he was with the Cosmos where you and I kind of just stopped. We weren't even talking. We were just watching how great he was.
I think for a couple years there, he was the best player in the league. In the old NASL, he was the best player in the league. Just his technical ability, his left foot, just the way he understood the game. And Indy 11, got a great player in Ayose.
Dropped all the way back here now by Patty Barrett. There's Hackshaw. Talk about his presence. The hair's not too bad either. He's got a little Fletch going. Yeah, for me, it's three in the back. And I've known Martin Rennie forever. Had the honor when Fox Soccer was around, calling Cleveland when they won the USL 2 title. And I remember coming back to the then owners, the Wellmans, and saying, you got to take a look at this guy. And I thought for sure he would give it to me straight, but I don't think he did.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I played in Columbus, he coached in Cleveland, and we'd play them every now and then, and they were just so difficult to play against every single time. And he's a great coach, and really making his way, and got this Indy team just poised for a good run here in USL.
Pasher. Pasher with a little touch. This is dangerous. Played back, still loose.
Oh.
Still bouncing around, and Tambakis. No, they'll say no. They'll play on. Tambakis again, and Indy 11 all over North Carolina FC is Dane Kelly, such a great goal scorer. And you see Iose wanting a penalty.
We got to see this, Dean. I thought that Tambakis came out. Let's see if he makes contact here. Ball is bouncing around very awkwardly. A little deflection here. Let's see if he makes contact. I think it's a penalty. I think he fouls him. Iose is sure that it's a penalty.
So you did see Tambakis lift his right foot up, right? Yeah.
Big call, Dean, early on in this game.
Boy, speaking of big calls, right before this game, the North Carolina Courage, it was a doubleheader because the weather last night was just awful here, so they moved it to 4 o'clock. North Carolina Courage under Paul Riley, they get another win, and early on, the Washington Spirit called for a red card to Binha. The Brazilian superstar kind of sold it just outside the box, definitely last line of defense, but wasn't really hit, and red card came out.
Changes the game.
Yeah. Indy 11 has been very good here to start this. No way around it. Kenny Walker will switch it.
Yeah, they're confident on the ball, don't they, Dean?
They really do.
Coming in here. North Carolina hasn't seen any part of possession here in the first 6 minutes. And I really want to look at that again, but that looked to be a penalty to me.
Almost out of bounds, kept in bounds though. Here's Pasher. So much pace to a man. The players for North Carolina FC talking about how dangerous number 23 Tyler Pasher is. 8 goals to lead the team, and he's just electrifying. He's got a different level of pace. Even Dave Sarakin talking about him.
Yeah, and he had a great little move there. Just got the finish all wrong, but great move to cut inside, get the defender off balance. Just made a bit of a mess of the finish there. He's trying to shape the ball, but it ended up slicing off his right foot. And North Carolina FC just can't get out of their own half of the field right now.
Tough ball for Watson to handle there. Ben Spees, who played with Indy 11, now a regular and really a great player. Turnover here, picked back up by Iose, and now it'll find Kenny Walker. Indy 11 looking good, sharp. Pass on the right side to Lucas Farias. And the flag is up. It'll come back to a North Carolina FC team. And you can see the concern actually on Dave Sarakin's face. It's been a rough start here for the home team.
It sure has, but good line there in the end from North Carolina FC. But no possession so far. And Aaron Guillen here making a little bit of a run. They got to keep the ball a little bit here.
Guillen wearing the captain's armband, which I think says a lot about the kind of player he has become for this team. We've called him the silent assassin. Doesn't get enough of the headlines, doesn't get enough of the credit, but you're wearing the captain's armband, that's saying something.
Yeah, it's something with your teammates, knowing that you're a leader out there.
Dre Fortune. Donovan Iwolo. Iwolo.
Yeah, well done. It's well done from Iwolo. Just kind of baited Patty Barrett there into the foul. Did a good job holding the ball up. It's a good opportunity here. This is almost the ideal spot, Dean, for a strike on goal. You're not really close to the 18 where it's hard to get it up and down. This gives an opportunity. You see Nazmi Abadawi, he wants a piece of this thing. Iose making some complaints. Thought he had a penalty there 4 or 5 minutes ago. It's like Dre Fortune lining it up. It's the only guy around the ball. And we know from doing some of his games, Dean, he can absolutely crush the ball. See what he does here, but I like this angle for him to get this thing up and over the wall. Looking at Evan Newton's near post there, the goalkeeper for Indy 11.
4 white jerseys. in the initial wall with Spees on one side. Iwolo trying to give Fortune something to look at. Fortune makes it look so easy, driven, but right to Evan Newton in goal for Indy 11.
Yeah, in the end, it's a comfortable save from Evan Newton. Thought he was going to try to go up and over the wall.
Hackshaw going to bomb it long. Kelly scored a lot of goals. It'll go off the head of Victor Igbekoya, but DJ Taylor will run it down. We have talked in previous games about the versatility of some of those players in the back line. DJ Taylor, a natural right back, but he's played some left back. Aaron Guillen has played in the middle. He's played left back. Now Victor Igbekoya, known as a true holding mid, has done a good job at center back.
Yeah, he had a good game last week against Atlanta United 2. Getting rewarded for that from Coach Dave Sarakin and John Bradford and that staff. Gonna have their hands full though tonight with Dane Kelly and Tyler Pasher up front from Indy 11. A lot different look than what Atlanta United 2 put out last week.
Justin Renix is on the bench for North Carolina FC. I'm loving life. As you know, I also do a lot of Big Ten Network games. Follow the Indiana Hoosiers quite a bit. There's 3 Hoosiers now on this North Carolina FC team, and Justin Renix is a very technical player. He's got game-changing speed, good pace, and Bruce Arena wants to make him a true number 9, which they were trying to figure out in Hoosier land, and they need some backup at number 9.
For one thing, I'm a Maryland guy, so I don't like the Indiana. But no, Justin Rennick's uber talented, young player, and he just needs some games. But he is a finisher. He can score goals. Be great to see him get a run out tonight. But man, he can score some goals. That guy's got a nose for it.
I think he may get a run. Great conversation again this week with Dave Sarakin. Austin DeLuz is also on the bench.
Here we go.
Spees trying to find Iwolo. Iwolo makes a pretty good run. Hackshaw comes over. I thought it was off Hackshaw. They'll say no, off Iwolo. And it'll be a goal kick back to Indy 11. But in the last couple minutes, better work from the home team.
Yeah, much better work. Here's a great little look from Ben Spees. You see the end of it here. Donovan Iwolo with Hackshaw's physical presence. Just hard to do anything to get around him. But Ben Spees, you want to see him on the ball. More you see him on the ball, the better North Carolina FC is playing.
Pasher. Nazmi Abadawi got a piece of it. Right back to Pasher. This guy, can he gobble up real estate or what?
He's got a spark to his second step. It's a good ball.
Kelly thought he was offside. Flag stays down. He was on. DJ Taylor, Victor Igbekoya trying to run it down. Look at that. Pretty clean, and it stays in bounds. He wasn't even sure.
Igbekoya, big time. What a ball here for Iwolo.
Iwolo, oh, and he just had Patty Barrett to beat.
That's all right. You like that look, though. You like that effort from Donovan Iwolo. Just say, hey, is Patty Barrett paying enough attention here? He tried to just play that ball around him and use his speed. Patty Barrett, though, an experienced player, was alert to the danger. But I like that. Good outlet ball from Victor Igbekoya. Donovan Iwolo, great take off his chest, trying to make something happen.
Oak City supporters making some noise. Good little give and go. Guillen does a nice job to shield Lucas Farias. Come back to Tim Bacchus. Guillen finds Fortune. Good ball to Spees. Spees knocked to the ground. They'll play advantage. Right side, Manny Perez. Manny Perez has been out for a long time with a high ankle injury. And first time we've said Yamakani Chester, who has really been dynamic of late. He's from Malawi. He was at the Courage game last night that was rained out. I spent a lot of time with him, Jason Gary. You talk about a guy, we mentioned the joy that he's playing with. He is so happy to be here, Jason Gary. It's incredible. Manny Perez trying to drop it into Iwolo as he rooms with Iwolo and Duval Wapiwo. Iwolo back to goal, and Pasher will drop it quickly. So that joy that we were talking about, he expressed it last night. It was refreshing to hear.
Yeah, I love it. We haven't seen him on the ball much here tonight, but he is dynamic. He can make things happen on this left-hand side. Think about it, though. North Carolina FC with Manny Perez on the right, Amakani Chester on the left with that speed. They've got some dangerous weapons, not to mention, you know, the Ben Speezes, the Donovan Iwolos, and Nazmi Abadawi's coming out of midfield. They just got to find a way to get these guys a little bit more involved, but you can tell both these teams are mature teams, Dean. They're kind of playing in the midfield a little bit, not giving up too many chances, just kind of feeling each other out here.
Pasher. Chester's going to have to close on Farias. Farias will give it back to Pasher. This kid's everywhere. Pasher will get it right back. Quickly to Watson. Watson going to take a shot. Oh, my. Matt Watson played with this club, was a regular, keeps it on the ground, and from distance, Matt Watson has made it 1-0 Indy 11.
Man, I tell you what, Dean, I think Juan Guerra's face says it all. That is a heck of a strike from Matt Watson. This Fairies get this ball, it gets pushed around. Pasher pushes it to Matt Watson. He says, why not? I'm out here. I'm 30 yards out. Why not? Hard, low, no chance, really, for Tambakis in the goal. That's screened by a couple players. That's a heck of a finish from Matty Watson.
Matt Watson certainly enjoyed most of his time here. Had a great talk with him before the game. As Matt Watson, his first goal of the season. As I asked him about you know, whether he's ready for retirement, and he did say he's looking to coach at some point, but he said he's never felt better than he does right now, and as long as he's feeling good.
If he's doing that, Dean.
Right? He wants to keep playing.
That's a heck of a finish. He's going to be, when he's done, when he decides his playing days are over, he's going to be an excellent coach. Understands the game, multiple levels. He's played center mid his whole life. I mean, that guy's going to be a great coach. Be lucky to have your kid coached by him. Or if he plays in the pro, or he coaches in the pros, he'd be a great pro coach as well.
Big time goal for Matt Watson.
And you see just with the precision of where he finished that ball. He picked it up. He said, I know exactly where I'm going to go. Hit it hard and low, right in off the post. Heck of a finish from Matty Watson.
Wearing the captain's armband. We had a good laugh. I was like, you're always a pretty good looking guy, but you're even better looking now, man. He's feeling good out there. We'll see how North Carolina FC responds. They've been so good at home. They've not lost a game at home this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for them. Indy 11 being so good defensively throughout this season. North Carolina FC is going to have a challenge on their hands now, down 1-0 to get back into this thing. I think we've got to see a little bit more on the ball from Ben Spees, Nazmi Abadawi on the offensive side of the ball. But Indy 11 so good in possession. Both these teams, Dean, they both want to play. They want to play good soccer. They want to knock the ball around. I don't see a lot of long ball from either of these groups.
Pasher. Victor Igbekoy. If I'm Victor Igbekoy and Mr. Brotherton, I am not looking forward to tracking 23 this whole game.
Yeah, because he's playing off the front line. He's playing off Dan Kelly.
Farias. Farias hits it too hard. Nobody home. Manny Perez is over there. You got to wonder about the lungs of Manny Perez, right? You're talking about a guy who's been out for well over a month with that high ankle sprain, and that's a tough injury.
It is.
High ankle sprain.
And playing that outside midfield role, you're asked to do a lot of work both offensively and defensively. We're going back to Tyler Pasher, Dean. He's done such a good job just bouncing off that front line. He's dropping into the hole between the North Carolina FC midfielders and the back line. He's just getting on the ball and making things happen. You're right. I think if I'm Victor Igbekoy and Sam Brotherton, I'm worried about where he is at all times.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship in many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Alongside Jason Geary, former Mac Hermann Trophy winner, national champion at Maryland, which, by the way, is the reigning NCAA champions. They won it last year. He also won an MLS Cup title with Columbus Crew. I'm Dean Linke, delighted to be with you for this big USL Championship game. We say hello to my counterpart in Indy, Greg Rackstraw, does such a great job covering the Indy 11. As there's Juan Guerra filling in for Martin Rennie, and got to be pleased, up 1-0 here at Wake Med Soccer Park.
Yeah, great goal from Matt Watson. You saw Guerra, we saw some video of him going to the bench, like, wow, what a finish that was, because it surely was a great finish from Matt Watson. Everybody kind of thinking, is he really going to shoot it from that far out? And he did, put it in the back of the net. Great finish from him. For North Carolina FC, for me, Dean, they've got to get some possession right now. They've been kind of a little passive, letting Indy 11 play the ball around. We need to see a little bit more high press and keep some possession.
Offside there, Pasher a step too early. And there is Martin Rennie with the red card, hanging out in the South Suite.
He's hard at work there taking notes. He's not he's not just here. He's taking notes. He's going to give some feedback to his crew at halftime. But obviously, for Indy 11, the first 20 minutes of this game, the back three has worked. The midfielders have worked. The tactics Martin Rennie has put out have worked.
And remember, with those standings at 37, unless this fixture ends in a draw between the two sides, one of them will stand all alone in third place, making a run. Iosi will drop it. Pasher is offside this time.
Oof.
Very close.
It was. It must have been a good line there from Brotherton, Igbakoy, DJ Taylor. It was a good run there from Pasher. Iosi tried to feed him.
Both these teams great defensively. We've talked about the discipline of North Carolina FC. Indy 11 has allowed multiple goals in 5 games throughout the 19 played this year, with no side able to put more than 2 goals, though, past Indy 11. 21st minute. Indy 11 on top of North Carolina FC 1-0. Yamakani Chester. And a turnover. Chester gives it to Pasher. Pasher, little move on Igbakoy. Pasher creates his own space and almost a sitter. Pretty close to a sitter for Dane Kelly, as it just got away from him.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think Pasher is shooting this thing. It's a great run from him, but Dane Kelly just crashed in the back post. He has a chance here. If he's one step closer, I think he taps it and just not quite able to get his foot around it. But that goal is wide open.
Aaron Guillen. So Dane Kelly almost made it 2-0. Dane Kelly, the Jamaican star, currently tops the USL Championship's all-time goal-scoring table. 67 regular season goals since coming in the league in 2011. He's appeared for the Charleston Battery, Swope Park Rangers, Reno 1868, and Richmond Kickers. And he's got a great history of scoring goals, as you know.
Yeah, you think he knows how to find the back of the net? I think so. That many goals, I don't care what league you're playing in, what team you're playing on. That's impressive, that many goals. And a lot of times, Dean, he's not like he's playing in a 2-front with somebody else to help him out. He's playing as that standalone single striker. He's able to find the back of the net. I think he's itching to get one here tonight.
Manny Perez, he can hurt you, folks. Manny Perez. Hackshaw keeping an eye on him. Perez, couple step overs. Perez trying to go through. Hackshaw has seen that play before. Doesn't bite. And wins it back.
Yeah, Manny trying to make something happen. You like it, though. He's got to try to do that. That's what he's on the field for. But well done there from Hackshaw defensively.
We welcome you to our coverage here on WRAL2 and ESPN Plus. Reminding you, the Courage won their game earlier. Here's Dre Fortune down near the end line. We'll talk more about the Courage after this offensive attack here from North Carolina FC. Nazmi Abadawi. Farias will throw him down. It'll be a free kick. Quick point on the Courage, because I know you've got great respect for that team. They win again. The ICC is coming to Wake Med Soccer Park as we take a look at this foul. Abadawi certainly earns it. 40 players that played in the World Cup will be here, but most importantly, it'll be the first time since the World Cup that the fans will see the 4 players that played for the USA from the Courage. That's big, and it'll be on August 15 and August 18. I just earned a raise from Kurt Johnson on that promo right there.
Yeah, it's massive, man. What an opportunity to see those world-class players up close and personal, and that team impresses me so much. Just the way they play, their fight, their grit. Great opportunity here, though, for North Carolina FC to get back in this one.
Fortune, side of his right foot. Newton will leave it go. 1-0, Indy 11 on top. 25th minute. Let's get your thoughts. 25 minutes in. First, the visitors from Indy have been good.
Yeah, they really have. Obviously, the big goal for Matty Watson is huge for them, but to me, they've been the better team so far in the first half of this first half. They've been good in possession, confident moving forward. North Carolina FC, though, they've really got to get something going. They've got to get some more possession. They've got to get their more attacking-minded, creative players involved, like Ben Spees, like Nazmi Abadawi. Donovan Iwolo has touched the ball only a few times. Yamakani Chester, hardly at all. So, Dean, I think they've got to get their offensive players more involved, and that's going to come through maintaining possession.
Whistle pushing the back from Indy 11. It'll stay with North Carolina FC. Matt Watson, former member of this club, the only goal of the game. Dre Fortune over the ball, hit in sharply. Manny Perez will let it roll out of bounds with Lucas Farias behind him. Quick throw into Ben Spees. Asher, Kelly ripped to the ground there. A card will come out. Yellow card given to the captain, Aaron Guillen. So yellow card out. Good chance to tell you that celebrating its 10th episode, U.S. soccer legend Landon Donovan and USL San Diego co-owner Warren Smith joined Steal Some Time, hosted by Kelsey Steele and Scott Stewart. Get insight on USL's newest club while catching up on all the latest around the league. Listen on your favorite podcast platform and subscribe today to Steal Some Time. Kelsey Steele was on United Soccer Coaches podcast with me this week, talking about the top stories of the league, including Phoenix. By the way, they've won 11 in a row, not tied, or they've won 11 straight in a row.
It's wild, dude, just to go on a run like that. Everybody feeling good in Phoenix.
She talked a lot about the expansion quality of the USL, and you know, we keep hearing from Don Garber at MLS what teams are coming in, St. Louis and other teams, but USL Championship, USL in general, doesn't get enough credit for the job they do with expansion, and then the job they do with propping teams up to MLS.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that the USL, the way they get the fans excited in these cities, and you have so many different markets trying to get involved in soccer, and the USL does a great job. I think you're right, Dean. They don't get enough credit for the job they do in marketing and building that infrastructure.
Kelly, looked like a possible handball. Kelly stays with it. Sam Brotherton. Spees. Now DJ Taylor. '29th minute. Bacchus. Pick one out of his net from Matt Watson. Coming in hard and one from behind there by Ouimet. DJ Taylor. Manny Perez. It'll be a corner kick, North Carolina FC.
Yeah, got to do well with this one, though. They've had a couple opportunities for free kicks. North Carolina FC in the first 30 minutes of this game. Well done, good run from Manny Perez. Got to be more efficient here with these corner kicks. Ben Spees running over. I want to see a hard ball into the box. Some good runners getting across the front of their defenders. But Evan Newton hadn't had much to do there in the Indy 11 goal. Put him under some pressure here.
Spees, driven, Brotherton down. Some pressure, but not enough on Newton, who has it.
Yeah, it was a good ball, though, from Spees. Good rise up from Brotherton. It's closer. Yamakani Chester was in the neighborhood.
Iosi making a long run. Nobody diving in on this talented player. We'll drop it to Watson. Watson. He's looking for Kelly. Farias kept alive to Kelly. There's Guillen. Now Guillen's got that yellow card, so he's got to be careful. Chester, good little shimmy. Chester now to Iwolo. Iwolo. Good idea to play it into space to Spees. Taylor will be behind Fortune. This is trouble. Pasher will win it. Pasher. Now Watson.
You see Indy 11 here now, Dean, not in a great hurry to attack with any pace if they don't have the numbers. Content to work it around the back, maintain possession. This is very mature play from them.
Kenny Walker, middle of the field. He's been around a long time. He's steady as well. Farias. Ouimet will get it back from Barrett. Barrett telling him to bring it all the way back to Newton. Gave a good breakdown on Indy 11. What about North Carolina FC? What do they got to do to get back into this game? Pasher makes a run. We'll hear Jason Gary's answer after this. Pasher. Wow, he's got some speed, doesn't he?
He does. I thought the ball was going out of bounds. He's got some wheels on it, but North Carolina FC, I think it's the possession, Dean. I think they haven't done a great job in possession so far. Haven't found their creative players, but also they need to do a little bit more of trying to get behind this back line of Indy 11. We haven't seen Donovan Iwolo really stretch his legs. No one's really made a run in behind with a ball over the top. So very comfortable so far for Indy 11 defensively in this game.
Pasher wants it. Gives it right back to Iosi. He'll drop it to the other side to Farias. Farias. Boy, the job Indy 11 has done from going left to right to left has been good. Farias now, right side. Guillen closing. Farias, good ball, crossed. And all of a sudden, Matt Watson is feeling it as he made a run. Iosi will give it to Hackshaw. Hackshaw. Chester, can he shield off Farias? He can. It'll stay with North Carolina FC.
Yeah, again, the final ball wasn't there from Nabil Hackshaw, but the possession is there for Indy 11. The composure, the confidence on the ball. See Yamakani Chester there, did a good job to win that throw-in, but still deep down in your defensive third, trying to work this ball out against a Indy 11 team that has just been very, very good at winning the ball back.
Iwolo will lose it. Pasher gets it back. Pasher creates his own space. Thought he was going to go ahead and crank up the left foot. Walker denied. Now numbers are better here. Nazmi Abadawi's got to keep it going. Needs to join in with Manny Perez. Perez now looks up. It's like 3-on-5. Blue jerseys trailing behind, and there's a turnover.
Yeah,
Watson.
Yeah, it's a second or third turnover there for Manny Perez when I feel like they've got a good attack going.
They'll bring it back to Watson. Abadawi will help him out.
Yeah, those two players are familiar with each other. But you got to be impressed, Dean, so far with this performance from Indy 11 in the first half. Composed. Evan Newton has not been tested in that Indy 11 goal. They got the goal they were looking for on the road, up 1-0. Been pretty comfortable. They've maintained possession here. North Carolina has got to find a way to bring the pressure a little bit. They've got to go a little bit more high press around the field, a little bit more organized as a group defensively to try to win the ball back in some advantageous positions.
Brotherton comes in to take the throw in. I think you're right, by the way, on all points, Jason. Here's Chester. Hard tackle coming in from Barrett.
That's okay, though, but that was dynamic. It was aggressive from Yamakani Chester, trying to make something happen, winning the throw in deep in Indy 11's half.
Chester, pretty good sense of humor. I asked him last night how old he was, and he said he's 24 unless you're the national team coach in Malawi. I'm 22.
That's fantastic.
Right?
I love it.
Said it with a straight face, too.
That's good stuff. Love to see him on the ball a little bit more in some space, Dean. So they can find him. To me right now, he's got to be sprinting out towards the sideline so he can have a chance to get the ball. He's pinched in a little bit too far for me. Just got to stay over here. Just stay on the sideline.
Dean to Brotherton. Brotherton falling away. Barrett off of Iwolo. It'll stay with Indy 11. Indy 11 on top. 1-0. Matt Watson with the only goal. Guillen. Guillen is fouled by Kelly. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for North Carolina FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on North Carolina FC's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Chester. Watson does not dive in. Abadawi, nice trap. Gives it away. Igbekoy.
Ooh.
And it's a corner kick. Victor Igbekoy, kind of out of nowhere, picks it off and takes a shot.
Dean, he said, I don't want to play center back anymore. I want to play center midfielder and step up and have these opportunities. Great stuff from him. Just anticipates the pass here from Kenny Walker. Just does a great job there, and I like it. Why not? Step up, you're the center back, put something on target.
Off the head again. He knew what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
The whole play, he knew what he wanted to do.
He read that play perfectly. The shot left a little bit to be desired, to be honest. But Victor Igbekoy, I like what he's doing here at center back.
Watson. Thirty-eighth minute. Right side to Farias. Here's Watson. Pasher. Oh my! From distance, got 8 already. Over the crossbar.
Wow. I tell you what, Dean, he uncorked this thing. This is unreal. The power he gets off this thing, he has nothing on his mind, but I'm going to try to make this thing go in the back of the net. Doesn't miss by much. A foot lower, that thing's under the crossbar and in, but to me, the impressive thing, Dean, was the possession by Indy 11, moving the ball all over the field, and eventually getting a shot on target. They just look so comfortable out there right now in this first half. I think Coach Sarakin at halftime is going to have to little talk with the boys from North Carolina FC and say, hey, where's the energy? Where's the alertness? Who's trying to get forward? Who's trying to make something happen? Maybe Manny Perez can right here.
Perez. Taylor. Abadawi. Chester. Chester near post. Denied by Newton. Good shot from Chester.
Yeah, I love it from Yamakani Chester right there. The corner of the 18-yard box. Give a little test to Evan Newton. He hadn't had much to do here in the first half. Watch this. Cuts inside, gets his head up, says, why not? I see that near post open, and Newton had to be alert to clear the danger there.
Yeah, that was on frame. Well said, Jason Gary. Little touch there from Chester again. Guillen. Better stuff here from North Carolina FC. Spees kind of pinballed off him a couple times. I say. That's all you got to say, right?
You read it, got the touch in, and look at this ball.
Lofted ball. Kelly brings it down with style. Wow, that looked like Jason Gary right there. Pasher trying to go around Igbakoy. This guy does not stop.
Yeah, man, he's got an engine. But you know where he's going to go. He's going to go left every single time. See Victor Igbakoy, see if he's figured that one out yet. He's going to try to go left.
Watson.
Good battle between these two right there. What a move from Matty Watson.
Watson staying with it. Watson goes down. Referee says advantage. Good tackle by Chester. Farias and Chester go at it. They'll say foul on Farias.
I don't know about that one. Thought both players were battling. Yamakani Chester did a great job of winning initially, but Farias here. Let's see it, Dean. Potential foul there. Yamakani Chester gets up with the ball. Farias, I think, just nicks that away from him. I'm surprised that the assistant referee called a foul there. Good touch from Watson again.
Hackshaw. Over the top, good ball. Kelly foot race with Tambakis, and Tambakis comes out. That looked dangerous.
Yeah, it's a foul on Kelly for sure. Well done, though, from Tambakis, Dean, to come out of his box. He needed to here, otherwise Dane Kelly's in clean. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he gets there first. A little touch there from Kelly. It's a difficult one, though, so both players moving so quickly at each other. I don't think there's any malicious intent from either one there, but certainly a foul on Kelly. Giving a hands up there to Alex Tambakis, and sorry about that, buddy.
Tune in to ESPN News on August 7th for Wednesday Night Soccer, featuring two sides fighting to get back above the playoff line. Sacramento Republic FC hosts Las Vegas Lights FC as the playoff battle heats up with a crucial 3 points on the line. It's August 7th, Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN News, and a foul called against Nazmi Abadawi, who boots it long, and he'll get a yellow card.
A bit of frustration there from Naz. Game's not going North Carolina FC's way here in the first half. We'll see the replay. I don't think that's a foul from Nazmi at all. I think he got in the position, frustrated, but that kick away is going to get you a yellow card every time. At least if you're going to do it, try to kick it out of the stadium. You know, just give the fans something to cheer about. You know,
send it deep. Walker now, a little discussion with the referee. '44th minute. Comes back across looking for Farias. McGeehan wearing the captain's armband.
We'll see Indy 11 just content to take their time here. A minute or so to halftime.
We knew it was going to be great soccer, though, right? We knew the quality of play was going to be a different level than perhaps what we've seen in some other games.
Yeah, both teams, though, quality players all over the place. North Carolina FC has to be alert here, though. Got to be alert right now, right before halftime.
Sent in, still loose. Big McCoy goes down, and it'll come back to North Carolina FC, 45th minute.
Yeah, certainly a foul there.
Tambakis boots it long. Here's the goal scorer, Watson. Just 1 minute of added time. Just 1 minute.
1 minute of added time in the first half. 1 minute.
Ben Spees, former Indy 11 player. Great signing for North Carolina FC. Watson a winner right back. Ooh, Pasher was making a run. He had timed it pretty well too, Jason Garrett.
He's always making a run, dude. He's always trying to get it behind. It was a great run from him, though. But I think the right decision from Matt Watson just to hold this ball back. Almost to halftime. Got the 1-0 lead on the road. Gets a team you're tied with in the standings. Get into halftime, reset, but Indy 11 has been excellent here in the first half.
Stay with us at halftime. We'll take another look around USL. We'll drop in on the Richmond Kickers. USL Hall of Fame follower Brian Ware gets us updated on all the exciting news, including some great nuggets on the USL Team of the Week. And that is the whistle right at 1 minute. One goal scored. It's from former Carolina Railhawk Matt Watson, and it's 1-0 Indy 11 on top of North Carolina FC.
Yeah, for me, Dean, well-deserved for Indy 11 to be up 1-0. Great finish from Matt Watson. Great strike from distance to beat Alex Tambakis. We need to see more on the offensive side of the ball from North Carolina FC.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and as I said, look around the USL. Indy 11 on top of North Carolina FC by a score of 1-0.
My son had been injured and he was prescribed pain opiates. No one ever told us how highly addictive these drugs were. My initial reaction was shock. My son didn't get so deep into the dark, scary woods overnight, and it's no straight line coming back. For parents who don't have hope, I realize there's a lot of families that are torn apart, but families can heal. Young people can get better.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org.
I'm Rudy Tempesta. I'm 92 years old. I fought in World War II. Then I came home, worked for the post office for 70 years. I've been getting Meals on Wheels, and I enjoy it. The most important thing about Meals on Wheels is you meet the people, which to me is fantastic. You need people to keep your brain moving. That's what life is about. It's love and having a conversation with people.
Protect our kids, protect our communities, protect our waters. Unused medication poses deadly risk to our loved ones, and flushing it could impact our environment. There's a way to get rid of leftover medication. It's safe and it's easy. Just toss it in a permanent drop box near you. Operation Medicine Drop. What's in your medicine cabinet?
I don't remember how it started.
North of that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Fans are out here, hot one. Fans that used to cool down, and great fans as well. Fans in both ways, of course. Indy 11 on top of North Carolina FC by a score of 1-0 in a critical USL championship matchup. We welcome you back upstairs. Hello again, everybody. Dean Linke, Jason Gary. Jason, Indy 11 showing some class.
Yeah, they've been excellent. The road team has been on fire. They've kept possession, scored a great goal from Matt Watson, but really a composed performance from them. They don't look bothered at all. Their back line hasn't been tested. Evan Newton in the goal. Maybe one save, maybe two. But North Carolina FC really needs to raise their level here in the second half to try to get something out of this game.
You said it so well last week. This is not a must-win game, just an important one. Let's take a look at upcoming games for both teams. North Carolina FC, as you break down the schedule, at Memphis, which just added a bunch of players as well. They got Liam Doyle from Nashville, so they got a new defender, a couple attacking players. Pittsburgh comes to town. Robbie Mertz, the Michigan star, scored the goal to beat them, so revenge will be on the minds of North Carolina FC.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the Tampa at home, and then two hard road games at Louisville City, at Loudoun United FC. North Carolina FC, it's a big game, or excuse me, a big month, Dean, of August. They've got to get some points to continue to hold their position and maybe potentially move up in the standings.
That's Dave Sarakin's schedule, Martin Rennie's schedule for Indy 11 as we take a look at their next 5 games.
Yeah, so you got St. Louis, Charlotte, and then at Louisville City. That's a big game. And New York Red Bulls, too, leading the league right now. That's going to be a big one as you go into the playoff run. See who's going to win the regular season and be in that first place position.
All right, we told you about the game of the week for USL. We also mentioned we were going to get a look at the Richmond Kickers, courtesy of the great folks at USL Productions. And let's do that right here, right now.
Now get some time, Sam Warner, the beauty. From distance, on the way and in! Goal, Las Vegas Lights! And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding? It will go for goal! Oh my goodness!
Gents, hey, keep moving forward here. I feel like we're close, but it's all about the process. Make sure you're doing the little things right.
It's part of the community. I think it's not a mistake that you drive anywhere in the city and you'll see the Red Kickers K. I was certainly honored to play for the club and understand it's just a part of the city.
We're the longest continuously run professional soccer team in the country, which is pretty cool. We have Charleston Battery beat by one day. We played on a Friday night in '93. They played on a Saturday. We take great pride in that.
There's a really good structure in place, and there has been a really good structure in place for a long time now, even from when I was back here as a youth player. The coaching staff, the culture, the way things are done at the Kickers is at the highest level. Everyone's committed, everyone's 100% in.
We have a really strong locker room and everybody really wants to do well for the club, and they believe in me and believe in the club and respect the history that we have as a club. So it's been a lot of fun so far, just kind of getting this group together.
So much excitement in the USL. Phoenix rising now 11 straight wins. No ties in there as well, outscoring their opponents 38-6. The standings are nuts, right? 8 teams within 3 points in the West, 5 teams within 5 points of the East. Of course, these two teams, Indy 11 and North Carolina FC, tied at 37. And the running of the Bulls, 7-game unbeaten streak for New York Red Bulls, too. It's not easy when you got players coming up and down, the academy in there as well. 32 points at home. Here are the aforementioned standings. The Red Bulls now in first place at 44, Tampa at 43, Indy and North Carolina FC. Remember, the top 8 from each conference make the playoffs. That is what everybody's gunning for. And if Louisville can get in there, they are always dangerous in the playoffs. As those are your standings. Take a look at some scores around the league. Pittsburgh playing some big-time soccer right now. I mentioned Robbie Mertz. He's on the USL Team of the Week a couple weeks ago. They lead Memphis 2-0. Tampa Bay leads Charleston 2-0. Speaking of the Team of the Week, some good notes on the Team of the Week. Let me share them with you. We'll get to the Player of the Week in a moment, but Alan Wynn and Mikey Lopez, they both played for the Tar Heels. Of course, we're just down the road from Chapel Hill. Alan Wynn scored the second goal versus Indy 11. Mikey Lopez, solid defense in that win against Charlotte. And then how about the fact that there's two 18-year-olds, Matthias Jorgensen and Jorge Hernandez, and one 17-year-old. That 17-year-old will play with Adam Armour from the NCFC youth system. Great notes here as you've got youth served. And then, of course, you've got Restrepo in goal at the opposite end of youth. Yeah. And then how about the Player of the Week? Did we mention Miller time?
Stephen Miller, man, he has been so good on that right-hand side for North Carolina FC. 2 goals and an assist. He was all over the field last week for North Carolina FC. 27 of 29 on passes. That's pretty good.
Is that possible? He's not normally that good a passer. Stephen Miller, major props, and I think they're missing him as well. Big smiles, young and old, although North Carolina FC, they need a goal, right? We'll see if they can get one in the second half. It's 1-0, Indy 11 on top of North Carolina FC.
Disaster can strike at any moment. But fortunately, Strategic Systems has got your back. If your data has been compromised, disaster recovery services from Strategic Systems will have you up and running in no time. Your data is critical. Protect it.
Continental tires are built for the road, connecting you to all of life's adventures. Whether you drive to live or live to drive, Continental tires deliver the performance you need to tackle those adventures with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
A month from now, you'll be a little older. A year from now, you'll be a little wiser. Will you be stronger? Your best is not behind you. Look forward.
Back on the road. Back in the saddle. Back to the land. Back in the game. Back in the swing of things. Back in the groove. WakeMed Orthopedics, the exceptional care you need to get back your life.
Welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park, Salem Stadium, Cary, North Carolina. It's Indy 11-1, North Carolina FC 0. Dean Linke alongside Jason Gary. And Jason, before we roll to the highlights, what's the message from Dave Sarachan in the locker room?
I think it's got to be more energy. Offensively, they haven't been good. They haven't maintained possession in the offensive third of the field. So more energy from the attacking players, and just keep some possession. Get the ball a little bit, put it on your foot, get some of those attacking players involved.
Here are the first half highlights.
You see it here, Indy 11 with great possession play. And the old guy, Matty Watson, pops up. What a finish from him. Putting it into the side netting. Alex Tambakis, nothing he can do about it. That's a driven shot right inside the far post. And he loves it, back in his old stomping grounds.
That was even a better shot than I thought. There was nothing any goalkeeper could do there.
Absolutely not. And then see this guy, Tyler Pasher, going to the left each time, but he is dynamic. He's got some speed. He can make things happen on the offensive side of the ball. Victor Igbekoy doing a decent job there, just trying to push him outside.
Kelly, such a great goal scorer. Perhaps missed a couple opportunities to make it 2-0.
Here's another drive there from Pasher, though. Just lined that thing up about a foot over the crossbar, but he got everything behind this shot there. Alex Tambakis just saying, where's my defender? Somebody get some pressure on the ball here.
This guy Pasher is so good, though. I mean, he's unbelievable as they give it to Chester. Chester, near post and a good save.
Yeah, and that's really, honestly, the best opportunity for North Carolina FC in the first half. Yamakani Chester just taking a shot, trying to put it on target. North Carolina FC, they've got to raise the level. We'll see it there. A few shots, but hardly any on target, really. And the possession, that is the stat right now that's sticking out for me, Dean, is Indy 11 with the vast majority of that possession.
Huge, almost 70 to 30%. Incredible. And Indy 11, that stat does not surprise me, as it felt like Indy 11 was controlling quite a bit of the game.
Yeah, they sure were. We'll see what happens, see what tactical adjustments Coach Dave Sarakin and his staff make in the second half, because right now for Indy 11, it's pretty comfortable up 1-0 on the road and having the vast majority of the possession.
Start to look at the subs that could come on for North Carolina FC. As you see, Nazmi Abadawi and Dre Fortune in the middle of that shot. Austin Deleuze, Justin Rennicks, just acquired from the New England Revolution. Graham Smith, Robbie Christo also on the bench, as is Duvernay if they need a defender. And you're seeing right now Graham Smith is going to come on and come into the game for Manny Perez, who you wondered about his fitness for 90 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready, Dean. I don't think he had the type of game that he's capable of having, and I think a fitness is an issue. And we'll see now, does Nazmi Abadawi push outside and play a little bit more of an attacking role? I think so. He's got the ability. Obviously, he doesn't have the speed quite of Manny Perez, but Nazmi Abadawi, he can make things happen in the final third, and that's what North Carolina FC needs right now.
Yeah, at the moment, it looks like they're going to move Ben Spees out to the right side, and Yamakani Chester will stay on the left, but that does mean Nazmi Abadawi is going to push up with Dre Fortune and perhaps link up a little more.
Yeah, they need him to be more creative on the offensive side, and Graham Smith is going to be asked to sit in that holding midfield role.
Second half underway. They bomb it long right off the bat to Chester, and it'll be a corner kick, North Carolina FC.
And I think sometimes, Dean, when you don't have all the possession, sometimes you need to take a chance. Put the ball over the top, let one of your fastest players go chase it down and see what happens. And right there, Yamakani Chester was able to win the corner kick, and a great opportunity coming out of halftime for North Carolina FC.
Dre Fortune over the ball. Fortune, both hands in the air, right foot driven in. DJ Taylor will give it back to Victor Igbekoy. Taylor now. Too strong for Ben Spees. So perhaps a little more structured lineup, and yes, Nazmi Abadawi is a good offensive player, but they do lose a little bit of, for lack of a better word, flash and sizzle in taking Perez out.
Yeah, on the right-hand side, he's got the ability to beat anybody one-on-one, but I think Ben Spees can do the same thing. I just want to see more energy, and I think in the first minute or so here, more energy from North Carolina FC.
Victor Igbekoy. Send it to Iwolo. Nazmi Abadawi. Good ball! So right to Evan Newton.
It's a great look, Dean. We had a great view of it from here. And Iwolo almost got that toe to it to put in the back of the net, but Nazmi Abadawi playing in that attacking role, making an immediate impact.
DJ Taylor. DJ Taylor will get it back. Down near the end line. Knocked out of bounds, another corner kick, North Carolina FC.
Yeah, we'll see what Dre Fortune can line up here. First two been cleared away. Got to get somebody in front of that first guy on the near post.
Fortune.
Gian,
good call.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like it.
Sorry, dude, I saw him running in from outside the 18. I think that was somewhat of a set play, is to hold him out and have him run in late, and he got ahead to it. It was a good ball in from Dre Fortune.
No, great eyes. I love you calling that out. Did it earlier with Iosi. He's so exciting. Smith. Chester. Igbekoy over to Taylor. Taylor. DJ Taylor. Where'd you want that to go, Jason?
DJ Taylor made a great run down the right-hand side. I would love for Yamakani Chester to fake like he was going inside and go back post. He'd been wide open. Kind of very nitpicky of me, but it was a great build-up from North Carolina FC.
Ben Spees driven in. Headed out of there. Smith. Smith will also have the job to keep an eye on number 23.
Yeah, he sure will. He's going to sit a little bit deeper. Nazmi Abadawi's natural inclination is to go forward, so I like the move from Coach Dave Sarakin to put Graham Smith in, have Nazmi Abadawi move a little bit more forward. I think there's something to be said for this relationship between DJ Taylor and Ben Spees on the right-hand side, both pretty crafty players.
Pasher knocks down Smith. Smith's going to remember that, I think. Chester, little give and go with Iwolo. Chester. Iwolo. Now Ben Spees. Spees will cut inside, nobody home. Ben Spees, not quite as sharp as we've seen him. I think even by his standards, he would say that.
Yeah, I think in the first half, Dean, it's the lack of possession. That's a good ball from him right there, though.
Throw into Abadawi. Abadawi with his left foot. Farias, and it'll be another corner kick. 3 early corner kicks for North Carolina FC in just 5 minutes.
Yeah, Dean, it's great pressure in the first 5 minutes. Obviously, Coach Sarakin and his staff have made an impact. But coming out in the second half, it looks like a totally different North Carolina FC team. The energy's there, the pressure's there, the possession's there. And Dre Fortune, like you mentioned, third corner kick in the first 5 minutes. See what they draw up here.
See Ryan Jernigan and the Oak City supporters, they do not stop. Out of the boneyard, behind the goal. Fortune hanging, Brotherton off the top of his head. Abadawi. Abadawi will keep it. Abadawi, what a pass. Graham Smith inside the 6. Smith back across and knocked out of bounds. Another corner kick. North Carolina FC. Graham Smith.
Dean, this is great work. Look, Nazmi Abadawi initially, what a pass from him. But watch Graham Smith here. Ooh, a little shimmy, little fast footwork. 2 players down. Evan Newton gets a good palm on that thing. Almost put in the back of the net for North Carolina FC.
Fans are feeling it. Music's blaring. Guillen gets his head on it. Better be a goal kick back to Indy 11.
Yeah, it's a second one for Guillen. I think they're seeing something where he's going unmarked for Indy 11. What about Graham Smith? He's going to change his jersey. He's going to go to number 10, I think, for that little shimmy there in the box. That's good stuff.
That was electrifying, and it got just enough of Newton where Iwolo was standing next to Guillen. And I think if Guillen just leaves it alone, you can't leave it alone, right? Because instinctively, but Iwolo had a better shot at goal.
Yeah, I agree. But this is great pressure. The fans like it here. North Carolina FC coming out of halftime, firing on all cylinders here.
Brotherton, 53rd minute. Great start for the home team, North Carolina FC. Both teams come in 37 points in the USL Championship standings. Changing the point of attack over to Ben Spees. DJ Taylor, overlapping run. Taylor still on the right side. They'll give it to Fortune. Fortune, Abadawi, Iwolo. And one back by Indy 11. Iosi, he just toys with you, doesn't he?
He does. He's so composed on the ball, never rushed. See if Indy 11 can keep some possession here. North Carolina State's done a good job of their high press in the second half, and I think that's the adjustment that Coach Dave Sarachan made. Don't make it easy on them getting out of the back. See it here. This is trouble.
Newton, one too many dribbles almost. Hackshaw.
There, they win it back. See that?
Graham Smith, he's been a key part of this second half. Fortune puts some spin on it. DJ Taylor gets there.
Wolo, he's got to take a chance, Dean.
Yeah, why does he stop his run? He's got to keep going right.
Yeah, I think he didn't think DJ Taylor was going to get there, but if he just takes that chance, that's a goal. What a run, though, from DJ Taylor. He had a lot of ground to make up. See it here. That sprint, you thought he was going to go out of bounds, but he gets there and puts in a great ball. And if Iwolo just makes that near post run, he has a chance to finish it.
Iosi loses the ball. Don't say that very often.
I was going to say, how many times have you said that in the last 5 years? Maybe once.
Yeah, that would be it. Newton's feeling some pressure.
Yeah, this is good stuff from North Carolina FC. You see the energy, Dean. For me, it's the energy right now that they're bringing. See if Indy 11 can maintain some composure. Not so much right now.
55th minute.
Good touch from Iwolo there.
Spees.
You like it.
Chester. Chester runs into a brick wall. Fortune has it knocked away by Matty Watson. Wolo continues to work. Hackshaw hacked him.
For sure. Well done from Iwolo. Hackshaw too aggressive there, right outside the box. This has got to be Nazmi Abadawi territory right now, right?
Yep.
He's picking up the ball, walking over. Him or Dre Fortune. If I'm Abadawi, I'm saying, hey, Dre, you had your chance in the first half. Let me take a shot at this one. This is great for a right footer to be able to shape it over the wall. We'll see. Good hold-up play there by Iwolo. Through the foul from Hackshaw. 3 players there. Spees, Fortune, Abadawi all over the ball.
DJ Taylor's out to the right as well.
Yeah, this has got to be a strike on goal though from here, Dean. This is prime territory.
Well, it's looking like Fortune because it's not like Abadawi's going to take it with his left.
No, he's not.
So here's Fortune. Don't like that play.
Yeah, it's
DJ Taylor still player down, still loose. It'll be a corner kick.
Yeah, it's my personal opinion, Dean, too tricky. Too tricky around the box there. Have someone step up, put it on frame. Make Newton make a save. I know they're trying to slip Ben Spees in there just to be a little tricky, but this Indy 11 team's well drilled. They're experienced.
Dave Sarachan has his subs up, warming up. Ben Spees at Indy 11 a year ago. Spees taking the corner kick this side. Spees, good ball, Iwolo! Was that parried away by Newton? I think it was. Corner kick, North Carolina FC.
Oh, Dean, it was a great chance. He's on the 6. He's got to head it down. It's a great rise from Iwolo. I think he goes off his shoulder or his back, I think. I don't think he made a clean head on that thing. But if he heads that down, it's a goal.
Spees again. Ricochet, cleared out by Kelly. Igbekoy. Now Taylor. Graham Smith, spark plug off the bench for sure. Yamakani Chester. More pressure on Newton. Smith takes his time with the trap. Kelly comes over. Graham Smith's got a legitimate argument. They've been knocking him to the ground, and he's not got a whistle.
Yeah, it was certainly a foul, but good opportunity here for North Carolina FC on the advantage.
DJ Taylor.
Great ball.
Squared across. Abadawi didn't take a swing at it. Fortune.
What a cutback from DJ Taylor. It was the right play for sure.
Chester knocked out of bounds. Taylor. Igbekoy. Good hustle from Victor Igbekoy. Phenomenal hustle, Jason Gary. Abadawi on it. Remember that hustle. Abadawi. Back to Fortune. Across. Loose. Down goes Awolo.
Oh, Fortune, he can absolutely smash the ball. He's got to go on target there. Try to be a little too cute. He's got to strike it on goal.
59th minute.
Tell you what, not a boring second half, Dean. This North Carolina FC team has come out motivated in the second half.
Not a boring first half.
Sure.
Right? I mean, these are two good teams. Abadawi doesn't shoot it. Spees. Trying to find Iwolo. And a foul called against North Carolina FC on Iwolo, I think, as the Indy 11 player is down. Let's take a look at that last flurry from North Carolina FC.
Oh, it's great play here, Dean. All over the field. Good touch from Abadawi. This is a great ball from Iwolo. The second man runner from Dre Fortune. I think he's got to strike this, Dean. He's got to go near post up high if he wants, or on the ground, far post. He tries to cut it back, and the chance is gone, but great combination play from North Carolina FC.
Indy 11 player still down. I think it's Barrett.
I think Dre Fortune, being a little critical, but he would agree with me if he watches this thing, because he can kick the ball so hard with pace. If he goes up near post, Evan Newton has no chance. If he goes low hard to the far post, he's got no chance. Yep, I think he's saying, hey, that was my chance. But man, it's been night and day, Dean, from the first half for North Carolina FC to the second half, and just their play, their enthusiasm, their just willingness to go forward and make things happen. In the combination play, I think a big one. Graham Smith coming in, Nazmi Abadawi moving up into a more offensive role. That combination between him and Spees and Iwolo has been excellent. Matt Watson says, I've been chasing everybody for the second half. For 15 minutes, all I've been doing is running around, haven't touched the ball.
Well, yeah, he cleaned up that last mess. It was Matt Watson who chased it down to finally clear it out of there. And the Indy 11 player is back up, so you got to expect some added time.
Yeah, I think it was Patty Barrett there, the center back, has been holding down the fort there in the middle of the park for Indy 11.
Newton's been pretty busy here in the second half.
He sure has. He's a good goalkeeper, man. He's a good goalkeeper. He was a rookie when I was in Houston long time ago. Just coming into the league, becoming a pro. Made a great career for himself.
Iosi. Walker. Offside, got to be, right?
Yep.
And it is.
Again, great line again from Igbekoy and Brotherton back there. Dane Kelly, this is oh my, nothing there.
Pasher is on it. Farias off the head of Igbekoy. Graham Smith won it for a second. Iosi just turns around and starts heading the right way. Didn't like what he saw, so tracks it back. Hackshaw. DJ Taylor. It won't get us a trip to Vero Beach, but I want to thank our great crew, Joe Ferrara, Savannah Revel, Kyle Lang, Ian Lang, Brian Ware, Curtis Adams, Austin Edwards, Noah Seidenberg, Tim Arms. They do a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Whole crew.
63rd minute. Wolo pushes Barrett off. You get the sense looking at Barrett right there that he's kind of got the look like, yeah, I knew this Wolo kid was okay, but I didn't know it was going to take this much, right?
I think you're right. I think, man, he's fouled me 4 or 5 times, and I've been running around chasing him all over the field. Uh-oh.
You almost got him there.
It's a good eye, Dean, because I think you're right.
Farias. Pasher, what a ball. Back to Farias. Remember that play, folks. Racket, Farias back.
Oh, man.
Kelly, Iosi. Sliding in is Guillen.
That's a real block, Dean, from the left back all the way across on the right-hand side. Thought for sure coming out to Iosi that was a goal.
A little clip. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy, but let's look at this first.
Watch this. See if you can spot Aaron Guillen. He's right there. See him, captain's armband, cuts inside Farias right here, all the way across. Watch this hustle. That ball gets all the way through. Look at him hustle.
Wow.
Oh, and the block. That is unreal from your left back. That is what a captain is made of right there, Dean. You should put that on loop for every youth player to see how do you hustle and chase down the ball if you get beat.
You really should.
I mean, he got beat. Fair enough, but he continued to chase that ball down, and if not for him, that's a goal. That's Iosi, far post, goal 2-0.
Because here's what happens. When you start that, you see that touch from Pastor, how he played it over was amazing. So you're like, wait, and then next thing you know, you see Guillen make that run. 2 great plays right there.
Absolutely. That's how you hustle, how you play defense.
Farias with Chester tracking back. And they'll say off of North Carolina FC, so a corner kick Indy 11.
If they get back into this game, Dean, and score a goal and get kind of the tie, the win potentially, that's the play from Aaron Guillen, the captain, coming all the way across the field. He was on the far sideline. 5 seconds later, he's blocking a 2-0 win there for Indy 11. 2-0 lead.
How about Joe? Driver Ferrara was already on Guillen before you finished talking about him.
Also, I knew he would be on it. We've got a great crew.
Iosi. Left foot, headed out of there by Fortune. There's Pasher. Pasher.
That's a good ball.
Little nutmeg Pasher through Fortune. Iosi the other way, headed out of there by Guillen.
Hackshaw all the way in the box.
Walker, other side. So I called Martin Rennie. Obviously, I've known him a long time as I was driving to do the Pendo sideline report earlier in the week, and I said, Martin, tell me who I've got to highlight. It's this guy here running around crazy, Tyler Pasher. It was automatic from Martin Rennie. He's like, this Pasher kid does everything, and he was spot on, was he not?
He sure was. In the first half, he was excellent, just so dangerous. Right, a couple opportunities to score a goal. Second half, though, North Carolina FC's pressure like this has been the difference. We haven't seen as much from Pasher, but I think he's going to have an impact on this game here as we go into the last third of this game.
Chester. Smith. Ben Spees. Nazvi Abadawi. Still waiting for Nazmi Awadawi to just take over a game since returning.
Great little ball from Walker there. And this is what Indy 11 has to do right now. They've been under a lot of pressure here in the second half. That's a great way to break the pressure. Kenny Walker, an intelligent play, and then Pasher, a long switch. Now they can try to get some possession.
Zach Shaw. 68th minute. Is there an equalizer in this game?
I think there is. I think we got 2 more goals in this game, Dean. Not sure who they're going to come from, but there's 2 more goals.
All right, mark it down. Good ball from Taylor. Look at Abadawi, knew that Taylor would be ready for it. Taylor now needs somebody to get open, right? Abadawi, Watson all over him.
Yeah, Patty Barrett read that thing from about 30 seconds ago. He knew exactly where the ball was going to go, the center back.
Spees.
Take him on.
Chester. Iwolo.
Good ball.
Fortune can hit from here. Oh! My! And how about North Carolina FC?
I tell you what, Dean, this is awesome stuff from North Carolina FC. Iwolo, good hold-up play, Yamakani Chester, but Dre Fortune, take a bow, son. That's in the upper 90. That's a heck of a finish. You had an opportunity about 10 minutes ago, and you pass it up. That is a finish, Mr. Fortune.
4th goal of the season for Dre Fortune. The kid has so much promise. Just needed the confidence again to have the support of his coach, and that's what he's got.
Yeah, Dean, that's an unbelievable finish. That's a world-class finish from Dre Fortune. He receives that ball. He has no doubt what he's going to do, prepares it perfectly, and puts it in the upper 90 far post to tie this game up.
IOC. Over to Pasher. Pasher. Back to Iosi. Iosi's got Kelly in the box. A little fake there on Igbekoy. 1-1. A couple minutes ago, I turned to my college player of the year, 2-time champion in college and MLS, and said, is there an equalizer? And he said there's 2. So you're almost there. And let's take a look at the equalizer one more time. Worth taking another look at, right?
Yeah, it's good stuff from North Carolina. See what was coming, but look at that preparation from Dre Fortune.
Whoop!
Puts it on his right foot, knows I'm going far post, picking out the upper 90. Look at that. No chance for Newton. No goalkeeper in the world saving that shot from there. No chance.
Just a beautiful shot.
Unbelievable. The preparation, his body was right, the confidence to hit it. Well done, Dre Fortune.
Well done indeed. Thanks to our crew for letting us take another look at it. Off the corner kick. Taken away there by Spees. Now Yamakani Chester. We have seen Chester take care of business on his own. Farias, what a tackle.
That's a heck of a tackle there from Farias.
Gives it back to Pasher, who lost it a moment ago. Marked by Smith. That's part of his job. And what a job Smith has done on Pasher in the second half.
He sure has. We haven't heard nearly as much from Pasher since Graham Smith has come into this game. But both teams, Dean, look, 20 minutes left in this thing. Come on. There's another goal in this thing. I know it. Both teams, though, pushing. Both teams want to win this thing.
Iosi. Walker.
Great line. Great line again, Dean. That's the 4th or 5th time for North Carolina FC. Brotherton back there, Igbekoy, DJ Taylor, Guillen. Great line. Win that offside. Things go unnoticed, though, in the big context of a game, but those are huge.
Kenny Walker. Back to Tambakis. We've seen Ayoze drop back really, really far as well, and that's good for North Carolina FC that he's not part of the offense.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want him anywhere near the goal. And if he's playing left back, you're in a good spot if you're North Carolina FC. They've really gone Indy 11 into more of a 5-back, almost a 6-back right now, just trying to absorb some of the pressure for North Carolina FC.
Nazmi Abadawi, Iwolo, Abadawi, saved there by Newton.
Yeah, I think Nazmi wasn't too sure what he was going to do with that one. It bounced up a little awkwardly. Tried to still put something on target.
I started to tell you earlier that I wanted to tell the fans that the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allowed clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States as it goes over the top, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy.
Yeah, you're talking about that, Dean. Great play there from Victor Igbekoya. A long ball. He had to be really alert to it. Did a great job defending that long ball from Indy 11. That's a good run.
Yamakani Chester. Guy's got a good motor on him as well, and it'll earn a throw-in.
Tell you what, Patty Barrett, though, he's had a good game. He's been chasing this second half. The first half was very comfortable for him, more of a stroll in the park, but this second half, he's been chasing people, and he's done a good job.
We got a lot of soccer left.
Yeah, we do.
It's only 74th minute.
You get the feeling, too, another substitution. All these teams have some subs left. See what happens. It's offside again. It's a great line, Dean. Again, those two center backs.
Phenomenal. Good communication. He was onside if Pasher played it earlier, but he didn't. And you're right, the center backs stepped up at the right time.
Yeah, if one of those guys is a foot or two or a yard behind the other, then Dane Kelly's in and he goes and scores a goal. But they've been on point with their positioning here tonight. Well drilled by Coach Dave Sarakin and that staff.
Big McCoy.
Good ball.
DJ Taylor. Battle with Barrett. Taylor stays with it. DJ Taylor. Deflected across to Newton.
Bit unlucky there for DJ Taylor, but what a run from him.
Matt Watson. Remember, Watson's been playing a lot as a sub, so you wonder about his lungs here late in this one.
Knowing Matt the way I do, though, he'll push through. He'll make it happen. But it's going to be interesting to see both of these staffs. What do they do with the substitutions? Because this game is ripe for the taking for both teams.
Watson. Pasher. Spees.
Good choice.
Trey Fortune.
That's a
Iwolo's going to stay with it. Nazmi Abadawi looking for options. Smith. What a sub Smith has been here in the second half, Jason.
He sure has. He's settled down that middle of the park and allowed Nazmi Abadawi, Trey Fortune to be more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball.
Taylor. There's that energy from Matt Watson.
He'll find it somewhere.
Speaking of energy, Oak City supporters, how about them?
Yeah, they're getting after it over there. Constant drum beat. Looking for a winner here. 15 minutes left.
Hackshaw. Nazmi Abadawi staying with Hackshaw. Abadawi. What a battle, one-on-one with Hackshaw and Abadawi. Ayose into space. How did he know that Farias could make this run? Guillen Guillen keeps it in bounds. Boy, Aaron Guillen, are you kidding me? Look at Yamakani Chester go the other way.
Go
Chester,
for it, son.
last time you said go for it, it led to the equalizer. I don't know if you know that or not. Last time you said for Yamakani Chester to go for it, it led to that goal.
That's what he's on the field for, to do that. Every single time he gets the ball, pretty much, go after your defender, make something happen. He lost that battle. But Carl Ouimet over there is saying, please don't get the ball to him again in space. I don't want to deal with this. This is an interesting game, too, though, for Dean. Justin Rennicks is wide open right now. And that kid can score some goals.
Yeah, what a pickup. Just announced this week. Wow, what a great call.
Maybe he's not into the flow of it, but, man, this game is wide open. There's going to be some chances here in the last 15 minutes or so.
It's made for him, right? The new guy, it always works out that way, right? Ayoze making a run. This is dangerous. Kelly.
Well done from Brotherton. Tough touch from Kelly there.
Yeah, Kelly's touch has not been there.
He's got to get off soon, I bet.
Ilya Ilic is going to come on for Juan Guerra, who is acting as the head coach. Martin Rennie, 2009 through 2011 here, sitting in the South Suite. Got a red card in their last game, a loss to Nashville. So Ilya Ilic, wearing number 14, will come on. See who he comes on for, Jason Gary. Yeah, it's going to be Matt Watson. I'm not too surprised.
Yeah.
Matt looked gassed out there.
Yeah, he's been playing as a sub a lot. I mean, that guy's got so much heart, but when you're not playing 90 minutes every week, week in and week out, he got the goal, though, for his team, put him in a great spot in the first half. And Matt Watson, the fans here are showing a little appreciation for him in his time here.
Big smile to his friends in the stands. He is wiped out. He just sat down in his seat.
He's going to sleep well tonight.
Yeah.
You know, the older you get, you sleep really well at night after a performance like that.
That looked like Jason Gary after putting all 4 kids down.
You kind of fall asleep when you're talking sometimes, you know, so hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Pasher. Pushed from behind by Smith.
Yeah, a little inadvertent elbow there. Hand, I think, got Smith there from Pasher. Double switch almost here from Martin Rennie and Juan Guerra.
Yeah, Tomas Inivoltson is also going to come on. He's played a lot, started a lot of games up top. He'll come on for Kelly. This is a big sub right here.
Yeah.
This man was born in Spain. I remember he actually has scored some goals rather for the Cosmos against North Carolina FC back in their NASL days.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if he goes into that target striker role because, yep, right away.
Try to play it to him, and he's in a battle there with Brotherton.
Well done from Brotherton. But still, keeping the same formation there for Indy 11. And Evilson just going to go up and replace Dane Kelly. Love that hold-up play there from Iwolo.
Fortune's going to give it to Chester. Justin Rennicks is going to get a run. Ayoze gives it up to Illich. Nivoltson testing that line. So Illich in, Nivoltson in. We'll see what they can do for Indy 11 with Justin Rennicks getting ready to check in for Dave Sarakin and North Carolina FC. This one tied at 1. Matt Watson, former member of this organization, scored first for Indy 11. Equalizer, Dre Fortune. Beautiful goal, upper 90. He's on it now. Gives it back to Iwolo, who will find Ben Spees. Spees. Trying to find Chester, taken away by Farias, and a little bit of unbalance here. Not the best ball from Ben Spies. Illich will hold it up. Illich. Pasher. Tambakis will let it sail over as Indy Voltson. And here comes Justin Rennick, such a key part of an Indiana team that made it all the way to the College Cup. And it's going to be Rennick's in for Nazmi Abadawi.
Yeah, we'll see where he lines up, but you kind of get the feeling Justin Rennick, he's played a lot of positions in college, but I think they might be switching to more of a 4-4-2 here. Put him up top with Donovan Uwolo. See if you can get a winner the last 10 minutes or so. It's on the ball right away.
Rennicks with Hackshaw on him. Justin Rennick showing the speed. Hackshaw ready for it. Rennicks. You knew that Bruce Arena and Dave Sarakin were going to get together on something, right?
Yeah, it's just so true.
Ben Spies. Fall over to Smith. Smith gonna take a shot. Oh my. With his left foot. I think they're gonna say it was deflected.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Dean. Man, Graham Smith, I don't think I've ever seen him uncork one like that with his left foot. Watch this. So you put me on in the second half and make something happen. That's an awkward angle to hit it, but he got all of that thing. A little deflection. Great opportunity for North Carolina FC.
So 29 has got a yellow card. Barrett.
He's a center back. He's going to get a yellow card. The captain, the center back, it's not a good game unless he gets at least one yellow card.
Sent in.
Just keep it away from him. Keep it away from Hackshaw.
Off of Hackshaw. Sent back again.
Oh.
It'll fall to Chester. Wow, back across.
Yeah, it was the first touch, though, Dean. The first touch got away from him. Yeah, he had an opportunity. If he had a clean first touch, he could have tried to shape that thing to the far post. Just wasn't able to get it.
85th minute. Off the head of Smith. Back to Igbekoy. Guillen. Rennicks dancing with it. He'll lose it though. So far it's been Hackshaw and Rennicks. Spies keeps it low.
Yeah, you gotta like though what you see from Justin Rennicks. Hasn't gotten around Hackshaw yet, but he's got those pink cleats on. He's got to get after it. I like it. He's being aggressive. He's trying to do something, trying to make something happen in the final third with 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
Yeah, what do you make of the pink cleats?
That's a great run.
Oh my, Pasher. Pasher. Still Pasher. Squares it. They bypass Ayoze.
Oh.
Ayoze. Still trouble. Oh my, there it is.
Oh.
You said 2 more goals were coming. Brilliant stuff from Indy 11. Brilliant stuff, right? Back and forth, and now a 2-1 lead and finished by Illich.
Yeah, it's a great finish, but it's a great team goal here for Indy 11. Ayoze with the little chip. Look at this. Watch, it comes to him. Nothing happening, nothing to do here. Great little chip over the top, and then the ball played in. Great run again, and the finish from Illich. And that's well done from Indy 11.
Indy 11 goal in the 87th minute of play.
Boy, phenomenal work. Tyler Gibson and Illich off the bench. This team is loaded. They got a lot of good players.
They are, and they absorbed a lot of pressure here in the second half from North Carolina FC. NCFC got that equalizer, but that's a heck of a goal there from Indy 11.
DJ Taylor. So now 88th minute. Robbie Christo is going to come on to try to help Justin Renix and the rest of the attacking players for North Carolina FC. There's Renix. Heads it to nobody. Graham Smith doesn't like the call. Robbie Christo, you got to figure we're going to have a little bit of extra time too, right?
Yeah, I agree, and I think they'll go to a 4-4-2. Big Christo is going to go up top. Got to start pumping some balls in deep to try to get the equalizer here. He's a big target in the box. And I thought Yamakani had a good game. He played a great role in that first equalizing goal for North Carolina FC. You got to hand it to Indy 11 though, coming back, getting that second goal.
Flag is up offside. A little bit of Heartbreak City right now for North Carolina FC right after that. Just a wonder strike right from Dre Fortune.
Yeah, it was. It was a great goal, great equalizer, a deserving equalizer. But now they've got to see it. Can they muster something up here? Can they get another goal?
So Robbie Christo is in there now.
And you got to push for it now. Doesn't matter if you lose 2-1 or 3-1. See if you can get more players forward. Try to get the equalizer. Salvage a draw here.
Doubleheader day, North Carolina Courage with a 1-0 win over the Washington Spirit. And here we go, could be 3-1 right now. Save though by Tambakis, and a big one. Alex Tambakis.
Yeah, bad giveaway there from Dre Fortune in midfield, and big save from Alex Tambakis. Hasn't had much to do on both of those goals, but that was a big time save here. See if North Carolina FC can reward him. Get on the score sheet, tie this thing up.
Indy 11, they're not done either. I think they might try to get their final sub on. 4 minutes of added time, 4 minutes, so plenty of time for North Carolina FC.
Yeah, you want to see if you can create 1 or 2 good chances here in these final 4 minutes, but they've got to get the possession. They've got to have the big man up there, Christo, hold the ball up.
Macaulay King looking to come into the game. I'm not sure if you want to do that. You want to try to connect passes together, right? You got plenty of time.
Yeah, it's all about the possession for North Carolina FC. Here we go. They got a turnover here from Patty Barrett. Can they get something going here? Comes who wants the ball?
Throw in from Taylor off the head of Hackshaw. Renix is there. Renix, can he stay with it? They'll go out of bounds. They move down 25 yards out. Renix. It's got to be tough for him, right? Came on when it was 1-1, and now it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's difficult just coming in this week as well. No familiarity with the team and the other players, but it's part of being a pro. Got to make it happen.
Smith, Renix wants it. Renix
ball
gets it. Renix steps over. Renix back across. Boy, Christo and Fortune were both there.
Corner.
Graham Smith is absolutely just
he's teeing
crushing balls.
He's teeing them up from outside the box. Why not? Well done, Graham Smith, being alert.
Good ball driven in. Oh, off the head, still loose. Those Dre Fortune back across.
Oh,
man, I thought he was
making the run. Donovan Wolo was about a foot away or about a yard away from that thing, but it was a great ball in. I think the second one from Dre Fortune, just asking for somebody to take a chance, get in the danger zone.
Stays low. Dave Sarakin, he's used all his subs. Corner kick. Can they get a little flick? Oh, and Iwolo was there off the flick. Iwolo stays down.
See it here, Dean. It was tough because it was a deflection here, a little flick. It came in at him fast. Well, I don't know if that was Patty Barrett or we met there on the backside. Just did enough to throw Donovan Iwolo off, and I think they clashed heads.
Fans, mark your calendars.
But this is a tough one too because you don't want to waste a ton of time, right? But they don't have any more subs left either.
To carry North Carolina as our 2019 FIFA World Cup champions, Jess McDonald, Abby
Graham Smith came on at halftime. Justin Rennicks and Robbie Christo.
Yep. Yeah, they're right. I think he had a little clash of heads there with the defender. And so training staff there just checking him out for potential concussions. See it here though, but Indy 11 look poised.
Boy, final seconds reminding you to tune into ESPN News on August 7th for Wednesday night soccer. Two sides fighting to get back in the playoffs, Sacramento and Las Vegas. That's August 7th.
Ooh.
A hard tackle coming in. And a yellow card.
Yeah, it was a bit late there for Ben Spees. I think it was Patty Barrett, the center back, who's had an unbelievable game for me. Just plays that ball a little too far and then slides in, fouls. Yeah, it's Patty Barrett.
So now this final sub is going to happen. So King's going to come on. Kenny Walker, solid game again, right?
Yeah, but Dean already in like that extra minute of stoppage time, so I feel like this one's all but done unless North Carolina FC can pull off something crazy here.
Off the head of Taylor. Smith. Rennicks tries to win it. Pasher. Kept alive, and this should do it, right?
Yeah, I'll just hold in the corner, try to keep going. There was a substitution, a little bit of an injury, so
right, good call. Wolo down, yeah.
Another minute here, but it's got to happen fast for North Carolina FC.
Crystal trying to get the flick. One more touch. Oh, Rennicks has to win that. Guillen. Indy 11. Boy, this is big, right? Big 3 points.
Yeah, it sure is, with a couple games in hand for them. Big test on the road for Coach Martin Rennie, Juan Guerra, who took charge here tonight. The sideline is just yelling for it to be the whistle, and I think we're going to get it here in a second.
Iwolo to Rennicks. Jose down, and there it is. Indy 11, big 3 points over North Carolina FC by a score of 2-1.
It sure was, Dean. It was a great performance from them in the first half. Big goal for Matt Watson to put them ahead 1-0. A great response, though, for Dave Sarakin and his team in the second half. They got the equalizer with an Indy 11 showing their composure at the end here to get the victory.
I want to thank our crew: Joe Ferreira, Savannah Revel, Kyle Lang, Ian Lang, Brian Ware, Curtis Adams, Austin Edwards, Noah Seidenberg, Tim Arms. For the great Jason Gary, I'm Dean Linke. Once again, your final score in a big-time USL Championship matchup. Wakemet Soccer Park, Salem Stadium in Cary. Indy 11, 2. And North Carolina FC 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
My son had been injured and he was prescribed pain opiates. No one ever told us how highly addictive these drugs were. My initial reaction was shock. My son didn't get so deep into the dark, scary woods overnight, and it's no straight line coming back. For parents who don't have hope, I realize there's a lot of families that are torn apart, but families can heal. Young people can get better.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org.
I'm Rudy Tempesta. I'm 92 years old. I fought in World War II. Then I came home, worked for the post office for 70 years. I've been getting Meals on Wheels, and I enjoy it. The most important thing about Meals on Wheels is you meet the people, which to me is fantastic. You need people to keep your brain moving. That's what life is about. It's love and having a conversation with people.
Protect our kids. Protect our communities. Protect our waters. Unused medication poses deadly risk to our loved ones, and flushing it could impact our environment. There's a way to get rid of leftover medication. It's safe and it's easy. Just toss it in a permanent drop box near you. Operation Medicine Drop. What's in your medicine cabinet?
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
It's been up every 2 hours for the last month and a half. I don't get to do much, but it wakes me up a little bit, so